So basic thing, what I feel, that the most important thing to empathetic listening of other people's concerned people. We have to just see their side also. We have to make, of course, there are policies, guidelines, and KPRs for all sections. So they have to do work in this time, in this way. They have been given their target also, but simply giving target doesn't solve the issue. So we have to be personally responsible to achieve the goal as a team member.
Hi, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by Directors Institute, World Council of Directors. I'm your host, Sunny Pancholi, and it is both an honor and a privilege to have a distinguished guest with us today. We are joined by Mr. Vinod Kimothi, a seasoned professional with over 3 decades of experience in the oil and gas sector. Throughout his distinguished career, Mr. Kimothi has demonstrated exceptional leadership, technical expertise, and a strong commitment to environmental sustainability. His vast experience spans across drilling operations, safety management, and project execution, all while managing large teams and complex projects. With a unique combination of technical knowledge and management acumen, Mr. Kimothi has made invaluable contributions to his field, making him a respected thought leader. Mr. Kimothi, it is a pleasure to have you on the podcast today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Mr. Sunny, for having me on this platform. And thanks to your team and Dr. Council. Thanks.
Great to hear that. So, Mr. Kimothi, you have had an incredible career from hands-on fields operation to strategic roles in the office. So, I would love to hear about how your journey unfolded over the years. And could you walk us through your career journey starting from your early days and what inspired you to pursue the path you did all the way to where you are today?
Thank you. Thank you. So I just graduated in Bachelor of Engineering Civil Department. Then I completed my ME Master in Engineering from University of Roorkee, IIT. Now it is IIT Roorkee in 1990. Then I joined Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in Maharatna in 1990 as shift in charge in the KG project Rajahmundry. So my assigned job was to drill oil and gas wells. And I worked on the land rigs. So these, as a shift in charge, I just saw the operations, what are the different processes going there, what are the equipments, how to interact with people, and different teams to complete a oil and gas well. So it gave me the primary, at the first-hand experience of performing a job to successfully drill a oil and gas well, so that without any complications and useful well, so that it can flow oil and gas and also ensure the good life of the well. So during this session, the main thing was just to handle my shift. It consisted of around, at that time, 8 to 10 persons of different technical background, like mechanical, electrical, chemistry, and all those. So here, because the drilling operations is one of the most hazardous and more, you can say, challenging and demanding assignment, because there are huge machineries. All the times they are moving, and you have to perform the works among those people and amid those those machineries. But there are all the time there are chances of accidents. So mentally and physically we have to be very aware. In addition, the job is 24 hour into 7. It is in open place and very challenging in remote areas. So and that also we have to perform the job in night also. So it is a very demanding and challenging. At the first, basically, after when I joined, because it was totally new thing for us. So initially there was some little bit hesitation to continue, but when later on I saw that when the way production started, we saw the oil and gas coming off the well, and same we correlated that when at the petrol pump we are just taking that oil, So it gave a sense of satisfaction that we are really doing something directly which we are contributing for country, for its wealth. So then we decided, now this is, of course, it is very challenging and demanding. I will continue in this job. So in my journey, I worked there for 7 to 8 years in KG project Rajahmundry. They are actually very challenging field at the time, because it was at that time it was less explored. So because drilling is such an operations where you are actually fighting against the nature. You are drilling a hole up to depth of 3 to 4,000 to 5,000 meter in the earth. You never knows what is inside there. So there are huge pockets of gas under very high pressure. So if you are not prepared, or your equipments are not maintained up to that level, or your staffs and all those people are not geared to face the issues or the problems, then it can lead to very big issues. You might have heard the name of blowout, which is a very feared name in this drilling operations and drilling field. So every attempt has to be made so that such situation does not arise. arise. So during this course of being shift in charge, we are imparted first induction training, then later refreshes course. We have general discussions. Our seniors guided us. So there are very topics related to physics, chemistry, electrical engineering, associated with all in actual applications. So we just came across all this science what we have learned, that the field we learned all those aspects of this. Thereafter, I continued for the 7 8 years there. Then I moved to Sibsagar, Najira, northeast part of India. There were different challenges. It was at that time, it was around 2000, 1998. Extremist separatists were at the peak there. So we faced also that. Also, there was problem of very logistic. It was very difficult because it was not developed. So the movement of the transport, even movement of the people. So it was a real challenge there. There I also continued as a shift in charge as well as drilling in charge. So where we have to see the operation as a whole. Shift in charge is just responsible for one either day or night. We have to just see the operations. But as a drilling in charge, I have to see the entire operation. Means I am responsible for day and night, although not directly involved in the operation, but to supervise the operations, to see all the safety aspect, all the environmental aspect, all the welfare aspect of our staff. And I also have to deal with outside agencies like transport section, like geology section, or further engineering sections to solve the issue which may arise during the course of this operation. And our operation is just move on smoothly, because our target is we have given a plan during which a time is given that we have to complete this target. We have to complete the well. It is called hermetical testing, from the the start of the well to the completion of the well when it is ready for producing oil and gas economically. Okay, so there also I learned a lot of things, because those were challenging field actually in Assam at that time. But anyway, due to our learning how to interact with people, understand their feelings, because it was a great issue at that time, because people were definitely generally hostile. There's a lot of people for outside side. So we have to maintain a relationship so that they could understand our position. We also understood there, so that it came out and was successfully completed for a tenure of 4 years there. Later on, I moved to Western sector, Ahmedabad. There also, I worked as a drilling in charge, where I have to look after the entire operations, and I have to successfully complete all these the target given to me. In 1 month, we have to complete, or depending on the depth of the well. So they were very challenging here also. Later on, I again moved to Silchar, that is Lower Assam. So during Silchar, I worked as a DSE in Silchar area, Mizoram forest. And there were other sort of challenges because there are infrastructure, there are hilly places, though the transport and logistic arrangement was again there is a very, very big issue. So among all these things, we have to manage so the advanced planning, coordination with all people, the associated people, even the local people. There was also very essential things. So their feelings are not hurt, and we have to take help from these, from our support, our base. So all these that successfully I completed 3 years again there. Then after that I was transferred. Then I again back came to Ahmedabad, where I was given the position of area manager. Area manager is above drilling charge who looks after operation of 2 to 3 rigs. So he have to interact with the base and with the field. What are the requirement of base and what we can do from the office. So we have to daily attend the meetings, our section meeting, where the progress and any issues faced are discussed there. Anything, any feedback from base is communicated to the site, so that there is any new messages there, new policies there, and we just coordinate with the material supply, transport, and all that we have to manage, so that our the assigned job or 2 3 weeks which is given to me, they successfully deal the well without any accident or any major issue. And after that I was posted in office. But due to this vast experience of around 27 28 in fields, I got thorough knowledge of the all the processes, equipments, the people, and it just gave me a very wide idea. One thing I have a good habit of reading books, interacting with people, so that I can learn more and more. And still this is the reason why I just even after superannuation I just tried for this course, because I still feel I have a fire in me. I can just want to do something more what I could not do. So in office also my job was basically the procurement of the material, capital items, tools, and spares. There are thousands of items used for drilling rigs. There are so many contracts where have to be created. There was inventory management. So we have SAP system where we can just see the daily time inventory. But here inventory is different than of a you see other companies. Our this inventory is of the items which we have to use, so that we have to make a balance, because generally these are imported items, it is long lead items. So there is gap of 1 or 2 years in the procurement process and the usage. So we have to just make a perfect balance. After that also I looked after the budget section. It was around my budget section were around 500 crores per annum. So I have to create it and ensure it to utilize fully around, or at least generally I was able to use around more than 95% of the budget assigned. There were also I also looked after the execution of the chartered hire rigs. So there was so many other 3 4 rigs were going on, were engaged. So execution part I have to see. After that also I looked after our maintenance section. Maintenance section, drilling tools yards, where we have to keep all the operating all the equipment in operating conditions, so that anytime there is shutdown at the site, so immediately they can be transported. So also ensure the timely availability of the fuel, HSD, which is very important, technical water, and other things, miscellaneous item on daily basis, so that never there is no shutdown and it goes on smoothly, because the drilling operation it is 24 hours into 7. So we cannot just be comfortable. Even in the night, we have to attend the call when there is any emergency or any situation. So this was my journey from the field to this office, during which I learned a lot, and just I was exposed to different aspect of the organizations, and it was very beneficial. In this scenario, I will just congratulate my seniors who have really helped me to develop to come up this one, and of course the my juniors, because I always believed that it's my still it's my hobby. Just what I my one of the my most important focus is what I learned, which I continuously try to strive for. I always impart it to my juniors. That is very or anything I learned, because I think that's in that this way This way I am doing a service, because what knowledge I am having, I have to pass it on, otherwise it will be useless. So in nutshell, this is the thing. This is the whole journey from the start to till now.
Amazing, amazing, Mr. Kimothi. It's really fascinating to hear how your journey evolved over the years. The way you navigated through both field and office roles really highlights your versatility and growth.
Thank you, thank you.
So moving ahead, Mr. Kimothi, managing a team of around 100 people in field operations, especially in such a high stakes and dynamic environment, must have come with its own set of challenges, of course. So as a leader, how did you ensure that everyone from the logistics team to specialized service groups worked seamlessly together? Also, there is part B of this question. Can you share some of the leadership strategies you leaned on to foster coordination and maintain that sense of unity amidst all the complexities?
Thank you. Exactly, exactly. As already I have said, that this is a very challenging and demanding field, and to complete it well, just including this on not only drilling, but there are a lot of other sections. We have to take help of those people, because if this supply is not met in the exact time or proper time, then definitely we will our this operation will stop. So basic thing, what I feel, that the most important thing to empathetic listening of other people's concerned people. We have to just see their side also. We have to make, of course, there are policies, guidelines, and KPRs for all sections. So they have to do work in this time. In this way, they have been given their target also. But simply giving target doesn't solve the issue. So we have to be personally responsible to achieve the goal as a team member. So we have to understand them. We have to make proper communication, and even sometimes informal meeting also. These help to make a rapport between different sections, so that as a whole, the entire team. And one important thing I learned: never we should play a blame game. Even if there is sometimes there is such thing that there are some issues happens, which is normal in such a large organization. So there we should learn from the situation or the issue, rather than putting blame on anyone. So in this way, we can just grow as a whole, and the our this we can get the success in our enterprise. This is the thing. So communication, I think, the understanding others, and even their limitations. What are their limitations? Because being a government organization, definitely there are certain limitations on. Suppose I want 20 trucks or trailers to move my equipment from one place to another, so that I can immediately just go to new place and start drilling. But it is not possible. So I have to understand that there what are their limitations. So in this way, understanding each other, then we can do miracles. That's what I always just follow this principle. So we have to understand one and another, so that and there is the journey of this entire journey, we can get success.
All right. So sum it up. I guess supply chain management, safety, risk analysis, mitigation, and human resource management are the key areas to focus on oil and gas sector. Am I right?
Yes, sure, definitely.
Great, great, great. And it must have taken a lot of finesse to balance all of those areas and teams, of course. So it's clear your approach made a big difference to it.
Definitely. Sure, I agree.
So, Mr. Kimothi, having been deeply involved in the intricate and high stakes process of drilling and completing oil and gas wells, you must have seen firsthand the challenges and risks that come with ensuring both safety and efficiency in operations. So now you know why I mentioned safety, risk analysis, and risk mitigation, because we are discussing in depth in the next question. So, if you were to guide professionals in the energy sector who are striving to achieve excellence in these particular areas, what best practices or lessons from your experience would you recommend they adopt to navigate these complexities effectively?
Yes. This is the most relevant question for a drilling professional. You see,
Right.
luckily or fortunately or unfortunately, I'll just share one incident. The very day, the first day I joined this organization, and at the rig, as I already told, at Rajmandi, you see, there was the operation which was going on. There was a killing operation. It is in a drilling term. Killing operations means there was a huge pressure of gas and well in the gas and oil in the well, and it was uncontrolled. So it was being controlled by the expert at that time. So the first we are very fresher at that time. We just had joined. So the entire scenario there. So it has a very big impression on mind because we are actually fighting against the nature. You see, we are in the pursuit of energy. Means just like for in a lighter note, you say if you have to fight with a big man, so you should have to be very challenging also. Means the preparation should be in that proportion. So here we are directly leading or fighting for energy. So we have to be very very careful. We have to be really, because energy, if not handled, can be very disastrous. As everybody knows, he knows anything, whether it's fire, anything. So the sense of this safety, it immediately just strike my mind. In drilling operation, as already I have just conveyed, that every operation, there are chances of accident, because the scenery is like that. There are huge movement. There's machinery is there. They are all the time rotating. Inside that, we are putting tension, compressions, a lot of things. And I mean, the entire that platform is filled with people because they are assigning different jobs. So, but there are as every organization has its own policies regarding safety and environment. So we have also this safety policies, but safety policies only on the paper, they does not solve any just issue. So we have to be, basically safety is a mindset of the people. Okay, when we just enter any such area we call drilling field, drilling rig. So first we just teach or try to inculcate the habit just to switch on their mind, rather to say, so that there we are entering in some very dangerous place. So we have to be mentally, we have to keep all eyes open, ear open. So from any side, there can be some challenge. Okay, something falling from upper side, so you can just sleep where. And then in addition to these, there are challenges from the well itself, because there is, in our parlance, there is blowout, one of the most dreaded field thing. So we are taught and we are trained, so how to fight that. But even simply training does not matter. We have to just make it in practice, and for that we generally use training as well as drill. So every week we just like you have seen, the fire drills are made by the fire teams and other terrorists, for the they are just how to fight any terrorist. Something drill are made. Similarly, in our case, we used to make drills, not called BOT drill, so that if there is any situation that their uncontrolled flow of oil and gas is about to come from a well. So, what are the actions you have to take? Each individual, which position he will take, and what he has to do. So, it is all theoretically and simultaneously, means by stimulation, it is just explain to everyone what is their duty. And the most important thing, that we have not to lose our control or temper in that. Otherwise, they can do what they were supposed to do. They will just do something else. So it is very important that these are regularly done and performed. For that, we just conduct in the morning whenever we just go there, the site. There are first they are told about the operation. What is the operation going on? So from that, we can get an idea what are the things we have to take care of. Then there is toolbox meeting. Then there are checklists are there. They has to be followed, that if any particular operation, the equipments used, they whether they are maintained or they are up to date, so that otherwise their failure can cause problem. Then there are we just also have informal meeting discussion with staff. So what are the issues, if anything you observed? There are trainings, there are meeting on an office level, higher level, every month. The field personnel, these representative of the field staff and the higher management, they come together and discuss the issues. What are the issues related to safety or environment and something else occurring at their rig? So in that way, the whole the things what we our there is written in policies, what our this department wants, it is discussed through the channel. And we have our organization has started one new experiment that every day in meeting there will be one short video of 1 or 2 minutes regarding the different safety aspects. So we will discuss there what are the shortcomings, what we have to do, what are the essential for field, and then it will be circulated to entire team so that they can see the video, 1 or 2 minutes video, and they will just have the exact idea in this situation what has to be done. So in that we have to we are also we are our rigs are also ISO certified because we have QHSE management system in place. So it just improved a lot by applying all those principles of QHSE management. That's
Mr. Kimothi, I really appreciate how you brought in that example. Uh, it's really clear how much thought and care goes into ensuring both safety and efficiency in such high complex operations.
yes, it is true.
Amazing, amazing, amazing to know all such details and nuances of oil and gas sector from you and from your experience of 20 25 years or more than that. So that's great to know. Mr. Kimothi, you have had extensive experience working with QHSE systems also, where ensuring quality, health, safety, and environmental sustainability is of paramount. So, fostering a strong safety culture within an organization is no small task. We all know that. And it requires more than just policies. It really demands a shift in mindset, right? So, based on your journey, how do you think companies can seamlessly integrate this culture into their daily operations so it becomes second nature for everyone involved?
Yes, very valid point you have raised. Uh, Regarding QHSE management system, as already said, I have just discussed that particularly in our organizations and in our this drilling field, the safety of paramount. Of course, it is everywhere. Safety is any industrial or anywhere, even you move on the road, anywhere safety is essential. But there is inherent, it is included. If you are working in a simple showroom or somewhere in a small office, though there are no chances of any such accident. But when you are working on this field in drilling rig, they are bound to happen. So we need more and more care of for taking care of all this. So fortunately, I was in the team of the people who in the year 2003 and 4, first we have introduced the QHSE management system at our rig. So basically, initially the people were hesitant because anything new comes, so they think that it is unnecessarily burden on that. We have to do a lot of paperwork, and then the people were not ready. But when it was explained to them that what it can do for them as well as for organizations, and what are the different aspects of QHSE management, so then slowly, it just penetrated in their mind because it is all safety is a mindset game. It is nothing but mindset because everything is there, all rule, regulations, act, policies, everything is there. But the thing is that what among those things is taken by an employee or a worker and it is implemented in the proper way. That is the thing. So QHSE, it has definitely QHSE management. If just I explain, it is basically a continual process of improvement to the satisfaction of a customer in the field of quality, whether it is product quality, their health of the people, equipment, our well, environment. These things are to be taken care of by our QHSE management and our wherever my organization was, all our installations were QHSE certified, mean ISO certified for that purpose. So it again just reiterated the idea of safety culture and caring for environment and the quality, of course, because when safety is involved and we are very careful our by equipment, our people, and definitely it helps to improve the quality of the product what we are giving, and simultaneously for care of the environment, because of course these installations are not producing so much means pollution, but still there are use of, since there is use of HSD, the diesel and the technical water. So there are the processes already installed, how we have to dispose of, what are the things to be done, so that there are no misuse of these pollutants, and they are timely, they are taken care of. So this.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Kimothi. All right. So, given your extensive experience and the remarkable impact you have had in the energy sector, I'm curious, what are the aspirations that you drive as you look to the future? Also, there is part B of this question. As someone with such a wealth of expertise, do you envision yourself contributing to strategic decision making and governance at the boardroom level? Please share share a window into your future.
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's why we are here. That's due to that aspiration I am here. You see, the experience of around 34 years in this oil industry, it has given me a very, very wide field, or wide field, and understand the basics of this entire, you can say, the energy scenario in India. You see, the energy is such thing. Even you have to move one step, you need energy. Maybe by, if you are moving by yourself, and anywhere, any process, anything, you need energy. And one of the most important thing is that our as our economy is growing, urbanization is taking place, lot of entrepreneurs are coming, so the everywhere we require energy. So but the negative part is that we are energy deficient basically, and what this requirement is not being met by our own resources. That's why we are importing oil, even gas, and even better quality coal from outside. And on one side, it is a huge drain on our the money finance, because where a lot of money is going in the purchase of just this. Around, I was just calculating somewhere some time back, that around 150 billion dollar, 150 billion dollars we are just investing, or means we are expending for the procurement of these all oil and gas and coal annually. So it is a huge amount, 150, around 150 billion dollars. So from that aspect, we have to actually see in the holistic way, because the oil and gas is one part of that which is, after some time it will go. It can be never last for long years. So definitely we have to search for the alternatives. Definitely there is big search is going on already. There are other renewable source of energy which are,
Absolutely.
yes,
Green sources.
yes, different sources are there: sun, solar, wind, and these hydropowers are there. So we have to also see the mix in the right balance, because oil, crude, yeah, oil, we can say, in transport we have to definitely use it until unless this EV market is fully developed. So we have to, so that we have to see also, we have to procure oil also, and we have to buy the for future. And in the scenario of day by day this climatic changes, so it is enjoined upon that we just shift from this conventional and hydrocarbon fuel to this renewable energy, so that our environment is not polluted to that extent, and we just hand over this our planet, clean planet, to our progenies, to next generation. So the energy field, it should be seen as a whole. But now, if in oil and drilling, oil, still it is a lot of challenging, because 85% of our oil is imported. 85% of our requirement, we procure it from different countries: Qatar, Iran, Saudi Arab. This. So it is huge drainage. So our effort must, we are also, means all companies which are in this field. Of course, government is giving a lot of support. Now we are going for enhanced oil recovery techniques, so that what we are, because what is particularly there inside, with current technology, we cannot take it out as a whole. There are technical challenges, some limitations there. And also at second part, it cannot be always everywhere. It is very at selected places. It is very selected places. So it has, there are means limited. These are the limited, which can definitely one day it will be gone. So but how, what is already inside there, that we can employ different technology, different methods, so that more and more we can take that from earth. So for there are different technology used, so that we are the with best management. Actually, it is a sort of management to draw the oil and gas from. We cannot simply just take it out. There is management so that the formation or the reservoir, they are managed in a such a way that they perform for longer period. So definitely this is challenging, but we have got a lot of technology in this. Technology are there, government support is there, and in particularly our organization ONGC, there are a lot of expertise there. So in just for example, now they have hired BP, British Petroleum, just to develop the most sort field, this Mumbai offshore. So the huge money is invested there, and they have sought the help of British Petroleum to just increase the this production of oil and gas from those maturing field. This is the whole story about this.
As industries like oil and gas increasingly emphasize corporate governance, Mr. Kimothi, it brings to light a powerful balance between transparency and operational efficiency. So, given your wealth of experience, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. How do you envision governance framework evolving to not only promote transparency, but also enhance the operational efficiency that is so critical to the success of organizations in this sector?
Yes, it's very relevant point, that you see what we are actually drawing from the earth. It is not our, we are not catered. It has been made by the long period of the history, and it is the property of government. Basically, government in India, basically in foreign, it is generally private property. In whose property it is found, it's private, but here is government. Then all the things are, it is being done by the money of government. Government invest in these companies, and the stakeholder means there are, what I want to say is, there are a lot of stakeholders in this entire production of oil and gas. So we have to see that all those stakeholders who are involved in this business, they are taken, their demands are taken care of. There are, means, the environmental issues and all other issues which are need to be taken into account. So this is the, and to make it more transparent, as you rightly said, these corporate governments is definitely going to play a huge role, because it will, in addition to improving the overall culture, will ultimately lead to the success and growth and progress of a business. So it is must, because when we, all the people are looking to us, everybody has their demand, they have some aspirations, and we have, if we are not doing as per the desires or aspirations of those stakeholder, definitely we are a failure. So success is that only when we, along with all our stakeholders, they progress and they move ahead, and in that direction, that is this corporate governments is the best thing which we can implement for the success of not only drilling oil and drilling industry, but entire industry, that is, so that anything does not go wrong. Just like in the past, there have been many cases in different industry, so such things does not recur, and the money which we generate is distributed or utilized for the welfare of the community as a whole. So I think this is the basic concept of corporate government. That's all.
Such a thoughtful and comprehensive perspective, Mr. Kimothi. That is really, truly. Okay, so that brings us to the last question of the particular podcast. And here it is. and you have to answer this very honestly. Because this is the most important question of this session. I'm just joking. Yeah. So, could you share your experience with Directors Institute and how has it shaped or enhanced your perspective on leadership and governance?
Yes, definitely. Because the very basic idea of doing this course, the first thing, the their ad, I saw their ad. Of course, they might have done some ladies just promoting this course. So from there onwards, and till now, the journey has been very smooth, very nice, and definitely they have broadened my scope. What is basically the different aspect of this course and how we can become, and especially I will just like to mention our Mr. Sundareshan. Their his discussions, and they were so loving. Means they are just not just like from academically, but the way he produced and he just lectured, it was a fantastic. Overall, it has been a good experience, and I hope best, and I wish best for them.
Duly noted, and it will be forwarded to the management team. And I'm pretty sure that they will, have a serious look at it.
Thank you.
Great, but it's really insightful to hear how the Directors Institute has helped shape your approach to leadership and governance, Mr. Kimothi.
Yes, definitely, it has helped me a lot.
Great. What a conversation we had today. Well, that brings us to the end of today's conversation. And Mr. Kimothi, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. It has been pleasure for me also. So from weekend, it was, since it was my first broadcast interview, so it just gave me very very good experience also, and having
Yes, absolutely. What a beginning you had.
yes,
If this was the first podcast you had. Yeah, this
yes,
is what a beginning.
yes.
And your insights on leadership, governance, your experiences in the field have truly been eye-opening to me and to the audiences who will be watching this. And I'm sure our viewers are walking away with a lot to reflect on. So a huge thank you for sharing your valuable time and expertise with us today, Mr. Kimothi. Uh, Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Have a good day. Thank you.
And to all our viewers, remember that great leadership starts with continuous learning, and Mr. Kimothi's journey is a perfect testament to that. So stay tuned for more inspiring conversations right here on FaceTime with Leaders. Until next time, take care and keep leading with purpose.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.